Alright, so what I'm going to be showing you how to do real quick is how to add a little freon to your car AC system. What you're going to need is a can of r134 refrigerant, this little attachment hose that is going to allow you to put the refrigerant into the AC system, and then what you're going to have to do is identify the proper location to add your freon. Now the way you're going to determine where you need to add it is what you're going to look for is a service port. This here is a service port. That's what it looks like. And this here is also a service port. Now which one do you put it in? Well, one side is going to be the low pressure side, one side is going to be the high pressure side. The most obvious way to identify which side is the high pressure side and which side is the low pressure side is the diameter and type of tubing associated with the surrounding area of the port. So for example, over here you see this is all metal piping. It's very thin, and then over here it's going to be a fatter diameter pipe, and this area here you can't really see it too much because it's covered with the plastic is actually rubber tubing. So that would be the high pressure side. This would be the low pressure side. The fatter tubing is going to be the low pressure side. The rubber tubing is also going to indicate that it's going to be the low pressure side. So the first thing you have to do is remove the cap from the service valve, obviously. The next thing you're going to do is go ahead and attach the hose to the service port. Now the way you do that is just kind of pull back on it like this and then pop it down on there. I'm not actually going to attach mine because there's actually nothing wrong with my AC at the moment, so I don't want to mess with it. But that's what you do, is attach the hose. Once the hose is attached, what you're going to do is thread this all the way down so it pierces the can, thread it all the way back up so it's going to allow the refrigerant to go down into that low pressure side right there. Now once you have all this connected and you have the can open, what you want to do is leave it sitting upright, go into the car, turn the car on, turn the AC on, turn the AC all the way on to the highest setting, and then just let the car run for a few minutes. What you don't want to do is turn this upside down because that's going to make the liquid go into the tubing, and that's not what you want. You want it to go in as a gas. So leave it sitting upright. Just allow a few minutes for everything to circulate through the AC system. Allow the AC system to draw in the freon. And then once it's been running for a few minutes, I'd say maybe like 5 minutes with the AC on high, go ahead and close this valve again. Remove the hose from the service port, and then make sure you reattach your cover that's on your service port there. And that's really all there is to it. So if your car's a little low on freon, that's all you've got to do to bump it up a little bit. If you go to an AC place, they'll tell you that you need to have it evacuated and recharged and want to charge you something to the tune of $200 to redo that. That's not really necessary if you just have a small leak and you just need a little bit of freon. If there's something else going on and the whole system is drained and you need to replace a compressor or something like that, obviously at that point, when you have to start replacing pieces of the AC system, then I would agree, go ahead, have it evacuated and everything before you recharge it to get out all the humidity and all the air that is already going to be in the system. But if you just need a quick fill, that's all you've got to do. Pretty straightforward.